Hey guys, welcome to my little Woodsy chat show. I'm Kevin, and this is Hiking with Kevin. And it is Woodsy back here. It's really unique to Los Angeles because it kind of feels like a jungle. It's always nice and cool, and it's not too far from my house, so I come here a lot. I remember coming here once when I was filming Weeds, and I was learning my lines. I had my script with me, and I was about 20 minutes up the canyon, and I heard this deep guttural growl just off the side of the trail about 10 yards down below, and I thought that could not be good. So I kind of, hustled up to the top of the canyon, and I came back about an hour later, and there's more people on the trail, and nobody seemed alarmed or anything. But the next day I heard they caught a 200-pound mountain lion at the bottom of this very trail near sunset. That would have been bad. Today my guest is, he's a buddy of mine. We have done stand-up comedy together for a long time. He's a writer, director, producer. He's one of the guys that brought you Knocked Up, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Trainwreck, and many other films and TV shows. He's Judd Apatow. There was a time when you couldn't drive down any street in LA without seeing a billboard of your next film from the guys that brought you Knocked Up or 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yes.
Who came up with that slogan?
I don't know, but I always liked when they would say, from the studio that brought you.
Oh, they did that?
Well, not on my movies, but people wanted to associate a movie with something else, so they'd be like, from the studio that brought you Animal House. Like it had nothing to do with the people who made the movie.
Yeah, from the country that brought you Splash. I mean, you do have a lot of pressure on you, because, you've become this big director, all the comedies lately, and, you have like that Midas touch. Anything that your name is on, it seems to be successful. Is that true?
That is true a solid third of the time. It's like baseball. 1 out of 3, you're still awesome, right?
Yeah.
1 out of 3.
Do people just want you to do they come up to you sometimes and say, would you just put your name on this? You don't have to do anything.
Yes! I have had people say, this movie's done. Could we put on it? Judd Apatow presents. I'm like, I didn't make it. Make it. They're like, yeah, but it'll help. And I'm like, but
can I
it
at
feels
least see
weird.
it?
I see it. This is pornography.
I know. When you are auditioning people for your films, are you nervous for them in the room?
I used to do a lot of auditions, but now I just feel so bad for anybody who wants a job.
Yeah.
Because, people get nervous, and there's this actress she's a very big star now, but she came in and read for us once, and she just started sweating, and she I think she was having some kind of panic attack. She
was a big actress at the time?
Well, now she is, and I saw her. She's like, that time I came in, I just had a complete meltdown. That's how I always felt whenever I was young and trying to get a commercial. Or
Did she get the job?
She didn't. She got much better jobs.
Oh, she did.
It's Helen Mirren.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not. As a director, people are asking you tons of questions, right? Did you ever not have an answer? You just make up something?
I think that's most of it, is that you don't know. Because you've never thought of most of it. You're like, you're just working and someone says like, red shirt or blue shirt? And in the moment you're like, I guess it's red shirt. But you've never thought about it. There's no real reason why it is the red shirt.
Right.
And so all day long you're acting like you have a vision, but you have like a little vision,
right?
But you don't really know.
It's not that important even, right?
Well, I guess it probably is to some people, but most of the time I don't. It's an instinct.
Yeah.
Like the funniest is when people bring me the clothes that women have to wear. And they're like, do you want to wear this dress or this skirt? And I feel so bad for these women because they don't realize, I know nothing about fashion, and I am about to determine how they look in the movie.
Does your wife ever ask you if something looks good on her before you go out?
I let her pick everything. I'm just like, you know what you would wear. But I feel bad for the other women where I have a really strong choice. There's a purple dress in this scene, and I'm just such an idiot, and look at how I dress.
When it comes to buying gifts for Leslie, your wife,
yes,
are you comfortable picking out things for her? Did you get her the engagement ring? Did you pick it out?
The story with the engagement ring. Do you know the story? Is that why you're asking?
No, I don't.
Is, I went to the Diamond District, and someone said, you gotta go to the Jewish guys in the Diamond District. They'll take care of you. You're a Jewish guy. They'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Just go to the Diamond District. Now, I went on the Sabbath because I'm stupid when no one's working. And so there were no Jewish guys there. There was just some guys from Egypt or something,
Yeah.
who were not as interested in helping the Jewish guy. And so I bought this ring. I guess rings are supposed to be clear. This one was kind of yellow, but not in a fancy yellow way, like in a this ring sucks kind of way.
Yeah, kind of like it's been out in the sun too long.
And so I bought the ring, and then while I was in New York, I went to this autograph collection, a convention where they sell autographs, because that's a hobby of mine. And
I didn't know that.
And I bought the Beatles autograph, and it costs more than the wedding ring. And she was unhappy about that. I guess the wedding ring was supposed to cost more than that, but I think the Beatles autograph went up more in value.
Yeah. What's the biggest thing you've done wrong as a parent?
Just cower in fear. Like my daughter, she likes to go on the offensive. So if I go, what is that with your friend? She's like, Dad, just shut up, because if you give me a hard time, I'm never going to tell you anything, and then who knows what'll happen. And then I just go, I'm sorry.
She puts the fear of God in you.
Yeah, she makes me afraid to parent.
Yeah.
And then I go, okay, but just let me know if anything's happening I need to know.
I don't want to put pressure on you, but do you mind not making so much noise when you walk?
Oh, sorry.
Because the mic picks it up.
I'm a dragger.
You drag your feet?
I'm a big foot dragger. That's the problem there.
What do you
I tend to drag my right foot. Like when I walk around the house, I drag the right foot. And this chiropractor was like, you see what you're doing, your hips all screwed up because you're dragging your foot like Quasimodo.
Why is that?
Why is that? It's just laziness.
Do you have neuropathy?
I'm just so lazy, I don't even want to lift my feet fully. I'm like, how little can I lift this foot? Can I just like pull one of them along?
I never thought about that. Like, how can I get away from working my body so much during the day? Aside from sleeping. So, Judd, you're doing a lot of stand-up now. You started off doing stand-up.
I have a Netflix special coming out in December.
A Netflix special?
My turn came up. It's like the draft.
Why do they call them specials? Are they really very special?
When there's 10,000 of them?
Yeah.
I feel like you could say that about all of TV. There's so many shows, so many movies, that do we even need to make anything anymore?
I know. I think we got enough. I used to not watch specific movies because, hey, I'm going to watch that when I'm in a retirement home one day. I'm going to save it for that.
I think that sometimes.
But then I realized that I won't remember what I watched by then.
Yeah,
I watch the same movie every day and go, this is good. It almost seems like you didn't feel like you had a fair shot at stand-up before your career took off in directing and producing movies and writing. And now you're circling back,
yes,
it seems, to experience that.
But when I was a kid, I only wanted to be, Jeff Altman or Jerry Seinfeld or Bill Maher or something. I never wanted to do anything else. And down deep in my heart, I really don't want to do anything else. It was hard to admit that, but it was true.
Yeah. Do you get nervous before you go on?
I get nervous in a high pressure situation, like
the Netflix special?
Yeah. Like I shot 4 shows for the Netflix special just because I knew that if I only shot 1 or 2, I could lock up. I'm very much a choker. Like I'll choke.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
But I've been better about getting nervous. I've had to learn to as Jon Stewart said, lean into the bomb.
Yeah.
Where, he said, like, you got to enjoy it even when it's going badly. Like, there's something fun about it just going so wrong. And I never understood that when I first started out. That, the people like Norm Macdonald who, when it goes badly, they just get a smile on their face.
They seem to enjoy it, yeah.
Yeah, like, then I'm just going to torture this crowd. But I'm such a people pleaser that I
agree.
I have trouble, like, getting a kick out of my own failure.
What don't people know that would surprise them about you?
Well, I don't think people would care to even want to know.
Are you sure?
I think
unless you had something really crazy.
I'm a little bit of a hoarder. I watch that TV show Hoarders.
Just with autographs or with other things?
No, everything. I don't like throwing things out. I like having all my memories. I feel like life disappears when you throw stuff out.
Yeah.
So I'm a big hoarder. And then I watch the TV show Hoarders, and I root for the hoarders not to throw out their shit. I'm just like, you might need that birdcage. Your stuff is hope. You can't die if you didn't read that Newsweek from 1977.
Do you consider yourself a rescuer?
A rescuer?
No, I mean for everything. I mean, if you see somebody could you be a hero is what I'm saying.
Well, here's my theory about that. Because I don't necessarily believe in God and heaven, I am willing to rescue people, but I won't die for them. So if there's a lot of people in trouble, if I would have to like lose an arm to save them,
Yeah.
I would do it. But if I had to die, I wouldn't do it. That's my rescue. I would die for my family.
Yeah.
But strangers, I would only lose limbs for.
You've thought this out.
I have actually thought about it. Like if there was a situation, what am I willing to do? And I'll lose the limbs.
Yeah.
I might even get brain damage for somebody. But I'm not going to die for the strangers.
But so there's nothing that scares you about if somebody's choking.
Yes.
You'll go over and do the Heimlich maneuver on them?
Yeah, I'd probably break a few of their ribs and do it wrong. But I would try. I wouldn't run away.
Would you wait to see if somebody else would do it first?
I probably would. I would pause for like a second, not too long. I would have a little quick. Does anyone know how to do this a little better? And then
you've never done it before.
And then I would jump in and break their ribs, and then find out that they weren't joking. That they just had a cough.
What about like blood? Are you squeamish around blood?
I don't mind the blood. I
You
don't
don't?
mind the blood.
See, I don't mind blood. If it's moving, I don't like it. Like if it's spurting out of somebody,
I wouldn't love it, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't slow me down.
you don't look forward to that.
I don't look forward to that. I'm glad I haven't been in situations where like I'm dealing with a lot of squirting blood.
Oh man.
That's not fun, because sometimes your kid gets hurt and they'll like cut themselves almost like a wrestler, and it's not a bad cut, but just like blood is pouring down their face.
I know.
And that's scary. I don't like that. But my kids didn't have a lot of injuries. They didn't.
Never choked on anything?
They didn't have any like bad ones. There was a penny that got eaten that we had to like go through some poop to find.
Yeah. You guys needed money back then.
Yeah.
You ever have any surgeries?
I had a back surgery after Freaks and Geeks. I was so stressed out, I herniated a disc, and I went into the hospital and had to have a micro discectomy where they like shave off the herniation.
You could herniate a disc by being stressed?
Just being like,
Tightening.
Done.
Done.
In the back.
I scared the squirrel.
The back just pops.
Oh man. You get anxiety a lot?
You know what? I'm seeing many therapists about that. Just a generalized anxiety.
Yeah.
All day. Just a low hum. I used to get panic attacks, like terrible panic attacks. I was on a plane once and I had this panic attack. And there was a stop in Chicago from Boston to LA. We stop in Chicago and I take a nap. I don't even know what's happening. I'm just having all this anxiety. But it's time to get on the plane for the second half of the flight and I'm really nervous. So I say to the stewardess as I'm about to get on the plane, I'm really nervous. I don't know if I can do this. Hoping she would say, it's going to be okay. And what she said was, on or off?
Well, that's our hike for today. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to give you 4,000 honorary steps today because this hike was kind of easy. I didn't want to tire Judd out. But don't forget to push that subscribe button at the bottom and notifications. And I'm going to go home and I think I'm just going to maybe edit this video and maybe relax a little bit. I don't know what you're doing. But you got those steps, so what else do you need to do? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.